everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And I want to welcome you here today because, of course, we have to talk about the stock market panic only when there's a correction of 10%. Come on now, ladies and gentlemen. We know better than that. You know who's not panicking? Us. SSN Nation members aren't panicking, and we're going to talk about it today. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to thank you once again for being here. And of course, everybody who invests in stocks, in crypto, are panicking about now. Well, this is part of investing. But first, before we get into it tonight, please smash the like button. You know how we do it. Smash the like button so the YouTube guys know that we have people actually here watching the live streams from Stop Struggling Now. And during the course of the live stream, if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the all notification bell. And members can chat and be in the chat room tonight. Those are people with the icon, like Miguel. He's already in the house. Miguel, Army retired veteran, has the icon next to his name, so he can be in the chat room tonight. And he says, GB, everybody. Well, good evening to you. Good afternoon, depending on which location you're in. But welcome, Miguel. Nice to see you once again. He was also in the afternoon live stream when we had Mr. Estacio, the realtor, on for the new project, the Oceanfront project in Baja. And I always say Baja Ibe, Dominican Republic. So we're all on the live stream tonight. Thank you so much for being here once again. Very nice to see you. And so I'm going to start this off with this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. Check this out because most people don't understand. There is a term for this 10% decline in stock market indexes. You can see right here, a correction is a decline of 10% or greater in the price of security, asset, or financial market. Corrections can last anywhere from days to months. So you might as well strap in, ladies and gentlemen, because you have to start thinking, what if this correction keeps going down and down and down? Does that mean things are on sale at 10%? That doesn't get most people's attention when things are on sale for 10%. When things go on sale for like 50% or 40% now, that might get somebody's attention. So we have a long way to go, and there's a whole bunch of people belly aching right now because in the last 5 years, the last 7 years, the last 10 years, people have been enamored with the stock market going up and down using these terms such as buy the dip because they know it's always going to go back up. Well, when the Feds start acting right and we have a free market system, you might as well throw all that nonsense out the window. Been fortunate enough to have the longest bull run in history from 2009, 2010 up until 2022. There comes a time when you're going to have to pay the piper one way or another. And we don't want you paying the piper because you already pay the piper with your taxes. You already pay the piper. You don't want to make investments and then lose money on those investments. But I have bad news for you. There's no way that you can stay on top of all investments. You're going to lose on some of the investments. That's just the nature of the beast. A 10% correction, that's minor. But why the correction is happening, that's what you need to concentrate on. There's reasons because the Federal Reserve is talking about raising interest rates. They're talking about not buying up the mortgage-backed debt any longer. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? Not buying up mortgage-backed debt. That means when people default, the companies that gave the lending or loans are going to be on the hook for those loans. that means we could have a serious problem when they raise the interest rates. And a lot of people have ARM, which is those adjustable rate mortgages. And if you have one of those, I highly suggest you lock in a fixed rate ASAP. All right. Do not have an adjustable rate mortgage starting about 1 month from now or on. But now let's get back to the stock market. All right. Because we also have Mr. Victor Marrero's in the house this evening. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where it's members only chat, those with the icon next to their name. And he says his tagline, hello all, let's do this. And that's what we plan on doing because we have a lot to talk about regarding the stock market, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be looking at, of course, the indexes. We're not just going to be talking about the correction status, but we're going to have to start looking at how do you future-proof yourself. And you guys already know my theory on future-proofing, and that is regarding what is the future. So when a government says we want X amount of electric vehicles on the road by 2025 or 2030, that seems to be a mandate. So wouldn't it make sense that you get into Tesla type of companies while the getting is good? If their prices go down by 10, 20, 30, 40%, who cares? Because you know there has to be an EV market. You know Ford, you know GM, you know Volkswagen, VW, which is part of Porsche. You know they are going to have EV vehicles along with Tesla, and there's going to be competitors like NIO and Lucid and others. Therefore, there's a ramp up. So there's going to have to be batteries sold. There's going to have to be somebody to clean up these toxic batteries. I don't know who that's going to be because there's going to be millions of batteries that are going to be toxic. So whoever comes up with the brainiac idea to do that, you better find that stock because that would be very valuable. You might want to find those nickel mines and the lithium mines and the lithium battery holders and all these different but hopefully, yeah, it looks like we're going to have a long night because I'm using Wi-Fi that I'm not familiar with. So unfortunately, we may have these blackouts, but who knows? Maybe it's the YouTube gods showing no love as usual. So that's all right. We're still rolling. Make sure you have that pen, pad, and paper ready, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, if you missed Wednesday or earlier today, we had the afternoon live stream special edition. Mr. Estacio Del Mare, Bajariba, Bajahibe. That's all I can do. I can't keep trying to get it right. But anyhow, we had a pre-construction condo property on the beach, 45 minutes from Punta Cana. The prices seem to be reasonable, which is quite cool. So now I'm going to go to stock market. Stock market data. You guys see it on the screen. And Victor Marrero says it best. We're in correction territory. Everyone is securing their life vest. Exactly well put. You only lose if you sell. Exactly well put. So don't sell. Exactly well put. It is also crypto heading south. Exactly. Then is when real estate takes over. Exactly well put. He's got it right on the money, ladies and gentlemen. 100% SSN Nation style. I have to give Mr. Marrero credit because that is exactly the playbook because you need to be diversified, ladies and gentlemen. I want to put myself on the screen here just so you guys understand. This is the time to be diversified. Notice he mentioned stocks. Notice he mentioned crypto. Notice that he also mentioned real estate because even real estate could go down. So now you could have the triple threat where all of the markets are going to go down. And oh, by the way, I have news for you, ladies and gentlemen. All three are going to go down. How about that? You panicking yet? But like Victor Marrero says, he's part of the SSN nation and he knows what time it is. We've seen this playbook over and over. 2008, we saw the playbook. 2008 and 9, 1999, 2000, 1989, 1994, 95 is somewhere in there. 1979, 1975, 74. All of these playbooks have happened before, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what happened? Some people took themselves out, jumped out of windows, did all kind of nonsense to themselves, dying. And here we are. The stock market still was at all record highs just last year, just probably at the end of it last year. That does not matter. The stock market tends to go up. You know why? We have, ladies and gentlemen, inflation. Okay, it's always going to cost more. So they're able to make more profits. It just takes a little time for adjustment. So therefore, you're going to have a little down cycle. 10%, that's nothing. Wait till we get 30% down like it was in 2020 due to COVID. Then you can start crying a little bit, but that only means you should be buying up the future stocks, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty simple, but look at this. Let's go look. 35,000 for the Dow. Nasdaq, 14,000. Standard & Poor. All right. Let's go look at something. I'm going to look at something off the Dow Jones all-time high. I don't know what the Dow Jones all-time high is, quite frankly. I think it's around 40-some thousand, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to try and find it real quick. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but since 1929, so January 4th, when it closed at 36,799, apparently, is all-time high. So it's never reached 40,000. So here's the thing. If 36,488 is the all-time high, then what is this? 35,000? That's only 1,000 less. If that's the right number, let me see. Maybe I'm off because that's January 5th, 2025. So that looks to be 36,000 looks to be it. Why are people panicked? Why are people crying if it only went down 1,000? That's crazy. It should be down to 30,000 before you start panicking. In fact, there's no panic involved. It should be down to freaking 27,000 if you really want to get to the bottom of it. That's at least a 30% drop. So then you can really panic. And then that's when the time you have to buy the stocks that you believe in. You don't go running away, ladies and gentlemen. You just buy more. So you reduce your dollar cost average. United States holds world currency, right? We know this. So let's go find out what the Nasdaq all-time high is. Nasdaq all-time high. I'm doing this not on screen, so you guys will see the numbers. And Nasdaq record, let's see, 16,000. Okay. Nasdaq's at 14,000. Still, is there any reason to panic? Let me know anybody panicking yet here. I want to know if this is cause for concern. Look at here. Here's Ford Motor Company. Here's GM. Here's the future stocks, Boeing and all them. I still don't know how they're rated this high, other than they always have a parachute. They can always get bailed out by the taxpayers. Notice I said bailed out by the taxpayers, even though the Federal Reserve and the government bails them out. That's you, ladies and gentlemen, bailing out airlines who charge you for bags and luggage and get a meal and get some snacks and for change of planes and change of seats and all that nonsense. They get bailed out. Why is their stock so high? I never understood that. Procter Gamble, okay, consumer goods and durables, and this is something you get every time you go to the store. You're probably getting a Procter Gamble product. It makes sense that you should have a little money in Procter Gamble. That makes sense. Caterpillar, well, they're builders all around the world. They have the equipment, the heavy moving stuff. Even they're down, but that doesn't matter. Those are the popular stocks. That has nothing to do with what you need to think about investing in. All right, now we're going to go to one other, right? Let me get to, what was that, Nasdaq? So let's go look at what was S&P 500's all-time high. Well, we don't know. So look, it better be more than 5 or 6,000, because otherwise this is nonsense. This is not even a correction in my book. All right. That says 1552, so that's not it. I don't know what the all-time 46 looks like, 47. So almost 4,800. All right. That's the nearest I can tell. Here's 4,500. Again, this is nothing. This is nothing. Unless it goes to like under 4,000, that is nothing to be afraid of. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the SSN Nation. This is not for the faint of heart. Investing is not for the faint of heart. Investing is for your future. Remember that. Investing is for your future. It's not for the faint of heart. Therefore, you have to think, why are these stocks going down? Is the stock you're choosing something that is worthwhile? Does it make sense to you? Do you feel good about it? That's why you do your own due diligence. We can talk about stocks here, but you have to do your own due diligence, just like you do your own due diligence with real estate, your own due diligence with crypto, your own due diligence with gold, silver, precious metals, your own due diligence when you're going out there to buy a freaking TV, when you're going out there to buy a car, when you're buying a house. You go out and do research about the market, the prices, if the quality of the goods and service is good. That's what you do. But for some reason, nobody wants to do that when they make investments. You need to do it in investments as well. And that's why SSN Nation members will not be panicking with a 10% correction. You're just going, it's a 10% off sale. And also you're sitting there going, it's a 10% off sale. But does that mean I need to buy more at 10% off? Hell no. Now, when it starts getting about 20, 25% off, okay, I kind of like that a little better. I don't know about you guys, but I like it a little better. All right, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Housing market may follow. Housing market, I agree. It's no may follow. Housing market will follow, because there is no way on the planet people can maintain these prices for homes, nor are people going to be able to maintain the mortgages, add into property taxes, add in HOA, add in water, sewer, and garbage rising, add in all this stuff going up, pretend like everything went up 30% more. I don't know about you, but we already know how it is in America. You're not making 30% more anytime soon. Your job's not walking in going, hey, man, we're giving you a raise at 10% this year. Hey, next year you're going to get another 10% raise. You can forget that nonsense. That's a pipe dream, ladies and gentlemen. So therefore, housing market will follow. You can book it, because when March comes up, only in the next 60 days, when the Federal Reserve finally says, oh, we're raising the interest rate 0.025, don't worry about that 0.025. What I mean by don't worry about their 0.025, because that 0.025 for them, that's minimal. What's going to happen, though, for you, the consumer, it won't be 0.025 to you on the end result. When you're out here trying to borrow, it's probably going to increase the interest rate almost 1% more. That's right. So when you out here buying a $450,000, $600,000, $500,000 piece of property, it adds up when you're adding an extra 1% onto your interest rate. It adds up, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all I'm going to tell you. We've been talking about this for months. Exactly. Have your cash, duffel bags ready. Bring in the assets. Exactly, Victor Marrero. He said it exactly right. In case you're new here, ladies and gentlemen, that terminology is you better have that duffel bag of cash ready, because you will be able to pounce on some great asset classes. And that is what the wealthy do. They pounce when the pouncing is good. when this stock market goes down, when the housing market goes down, when crypto goes down, you're supposed to take advantage. So when, I don't even know, let's go look at crypto, shall we? Let's go look at crypto. I didn't even have this on tap for tonight. Let me go see what's happening at crypto. I don't even pay attention, but I just checked out my Wonderland in time, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This is 1100. And by the way, Marrero, just so you know, I cannot even, the calculator for Wonderland.money is not even working because they did something. I guess things have been changed in the W memo. I didn't get the memo that I was supposed to do something. So the calculator says 0 value, but yet it had 0.85. And if I have 0.85 times 1100, almost a little under my original investment at that point. I think 0.85 times 1100 is going to be it's almost going to be about this 1100. So that means I'm like $100 short. But remember, I put 300, or what was it? 345. I took out and sent it over to Power Node. So actually, I would still be ahead, but I'm not counting that. So I'm like a little, maybe $50 to $100 below the original investment. But I did take out 340, I believe it was, and send it over to get the node for Power Node. But anyhow, I would still correctly, if I correctly did this, I would still be positive even at the 6,600 level. And people say, why? Because we have those rewards every 8 hours. All right. Diesel Mike's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Wednesday night live stream with the members only chat. That's why he has the icon next to his name and he's able to be here. And he says his tagline, good evening, Eric and SSN family. Good evening to you too as well, Diesel Mike. Nice to see you once again. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, okay. All right. So what I wanted to point out is crypto has gone down. Stocks are going down. Crypto's going down. Next up is your house prices going down. And by the way, let's just get to it because this is Stop Struggling Now. You better get your HELOCs, ladies and gentlemen. Get your HELOCs. Take the money out, because if you have a HELOC and you leave it there, they're going to say your home value went down. They'll snatch it away from you. You need to take that money and put it in a nice little duffel bag, so that way you have it ready so you can pounce on certain asset classes that are going to come up that you should be buying, whether it's crypto, stocks, price, gold, silver, whatever it may be. That is the way to go. Now, exactly. S-Ohm shows 0 in coin market cap. Don't know why. Exactly, Victor Marrero. Something happened that I don't know anything about either, because I just went to go see S-Ohm and I see 0.85. And then I'm like, okay, but it shows me nothing. So I don't know what's going on. Now I have to go update Wonderland and Wonderland and time and find out what the hell's going on. So that'll be another video coming up sooner or later. But again, this is the problem with crypto, because it's so volatile. You never know what's happening. You have to stay on top of it. That's not what you want to do with your investments. You want to almost set it and forget it. I saw the same thing on Wonderland. Only W memo and no time tokens. Exactly, Diesel Mike. I'm wondering what's going on. People are panicked. People are panicked because, let's face it, that's a crash. When you go from 6,000 down to, what was it, 750, 745 the other day, that's 90% loss. That's a crash. That's more than a crash. That's a blackout is what I call it. You're done pretty much. Except they have a treasury that's huge. So I don't know what's going on. And right now, 1,100 is still a crash. 6,600 I bought in. Some other people bought in at $9,900. That's a crash. 90% down. No matter how you slice it, is very, very bad news. The only reason this even works is, like I said before, the rebase every 8 hours where you're earning rewards. That's the only thing that has saved you, because if this was a traditional stock situation, you buy stock at 6,600 or 9,500, and then the stock price is 1100, we got problems, big time problems. So the fact that this crypto is earning rewards every 8 hours, that keeps you in the ball game. And like I said, I would still be ahead because 300 of the 1100, I believe. Let me go get some real numbers for you guys, because I'm sitting here just running it off the top, but I got 0.85 times 1169. That's 993. So when you add the other 340 that I took out, which I consider profits at the time, we'd be back to almost, well, that's 1,000, 1,300. So we'd still ahead, actually. Even with coin price going from 6,600 to 1,100, I'm still even, because it's been since October 26. So it's almost been 3 months, and all those rewards that I'm earning has kept me almost level. So all we need now is a coin price to go up. And if it does, we don't know how that would happen, but if it does go up, imagine if it went back up to 6,600 like it was. Now that 0.85 times 6,600, that'd be 5,610. Well, we don't know if that's going to happen because all these DAOs, they're brand new. What can we say? All right. Hey, boss, SSN fam, we're drowning. Yes, we are drowning right now. Vanessa Gate. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where it's members only chat. And those with the icon. Hey, boss, SSN fam, we're drowning. Yes, we are drowning right now. But hey, you know what? There's a correction all the time. There needs to be a correction in any free market. But the question is are the markets really free? Again, I'm not panicking either way. We've seen this before. All you have to do, if you believe in Wonderland Time, if you believe in any investment that you have done, what does that mean when the price went down 90%, 80%? That's on sale. You need to buy some more, right? If you believe in it, you have to buy more. And again, the easiest thing that I can always say about the stock market, when stocks are going down, you should be picking what? The good stocks, right? The big boys. Let's just face it, the apples. I've talked about it before. I have no problem with GM and Ford and Teslas and Microsofts. None of those companies. I would feel good about all of those. That's when you buy them when they're cheap. Because coming out of any cheap recessionary situation or depressionary situation or correction, these companies make money every day. It's not even about the stock market. They sell goods and services. The stock market is a whole separate item that people play in that are good for investors of a company. But the reality of the situation is the company's going to roll with or without the investors. They have billions of dollars. The Walmarts, the Chipotles, they're still going to be opening up stores all over the world. For instance, are these Chipotles and Walmarts, right? Tesla, if they ever get a dealer network, if that's ever able to happen, that would be huge. So there's ways to grow businesses, and those businesses will allow you to profit on their back. All right, hit the likes button, people. That's right, Vanessa Gate. Thank you so much. It's 30 minutes in. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. And down below in the description, you guys who are not new, know I have to always say this, $10 of free Bitcoin down below from Coinbase. Free $5 of Shiba from Webull. Or get your free stocks from Webull. And oh, by the way, if you have Webull already downloaded, please share your link with other people. Because if one person signs up with Webull, you get 6 free stocks. Why wouldn't you share with other people? At least you're getting them 2 free stocks. And then if they sign up, you get 6 free stocks. And by the way, today's the 19th. So that means it expires midnight tonight, that offer for referring other people. All right. Now, let's get on with the stock market panic. Good is what I say. Who isn't panicking? Those of us who are here in the SSN Nation, because we understand it's a necessary evil for market to correct itself. and necessary evil for markets to go down 20, 30%, 40, 50%. We need a free market system to find the bottom. Once you find the bottom, guess what happens? Now we start going back up again. For each 10% that goes back up, that could be you earning 10, 20, 30, 40% if it dropped 50, 60, 70%, like in the crypto where it's dropped 90%. Any movement upwards, you're making money. You're not going to be sweating. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm waiting on real estate. Vanessa Gate. Oh, yeah, real estate's going to be huge. That's going to be very, very bad. Very bad. Dows are too volatile now. Dreams of being very wealthy in the year is starting to fade away for many. Some folks invested and lost their life savings. That's crazy. Victor Marrero. I know they weren't SSN Nation members because here we always said Dows have only been available less than 1 year. Nobody knows what's going to happen. We don't know how their ecosystem works. And what do we always say? Use your beer money. Use your casino money, the ones that you can throw away and lose, because this could go very, very bad. But we'll know in about 5, 6, 7 months. Sure enough, we now know 5, 6, 7 months. Yes, they did not uphold what they're supposed to do, but I'm still intrigued with the Hector DAO because they have an ecosystem. They're one of the few that have an actual ecosystem. So I love that. So we're going to find out here what's going to happen in the next, let's call it 4 to 6 months, because if things are what they appear to be, that means now is a good time to add additional beer money into DAOs. Hell, even Power Node was down to 95, 80 cents. Now it's up to $20, $30. Crazy stuff is going on with crypto. That's right. You guys preach beer money, spare change. Exactly, Vanessa Gate, because we know here in the nation, the SSN nation, that is, we know we've seen this all before. This is not new. Just like in the dot-com bust, when computer companies were coming out of thin air, when browser companies were coming out of thin air, making tons of money. Seemingly everybody was investing into these things. And then in 2000, boom, dot-com bust. Hundreds of companies out of business. A few survived, and those few that survived, even then their stocks were $2 or $3. I remember a couple of the RAM companies, the memory companies, their stocks were over $100, went down to $3. Only a few of those companies are still available. Their stocks are not 120, but they are 50, 60, 70 bucks. Anybody who bought after the dot-com bust at $2, $1.50, they're still loving life because their stock has went up over 30,000% or 300,000%, whatever the number is. If you buy it at $1.50 and it's now $75. So they're loving life, but that's the whole point here. That's why when stocks go down, you don't have to panic. You just have to determine when the bottom hits, is this a time that you want to invest in it? When it's on sale. But the question is, when it's in real time, you don't know if it's really on sale or if it's going to go to zero. So that's why only the strong survive, because the faint at heart, the meek and mild, they'll say, hey, it already went from $127 down to $5. Why would I buy it at $5? How far it dropped? And it went down to $2.50. Why would I buy it now? Because this looks like it's going to zero. Well, some people said, I have extra money. I'm going to throw $500 into it. Well, that $500 at $2, now these companies are selling for $60. Now they have made a lot of money, but they took risk, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about risk here. You're going to have to take a risk with your money. You're taking a risk with your life. Think about it. All right. I'm about to get into a little rant over that. Take a risk with your life. All right. Diesel Mike, I can't wait for the real estate market to drop either. It's inevitable. Exactly, Diesel Mike. Can you, man, I cannot believe what's going on over here in Cali. Friends of mine tell me that they have this townhouse is around in this neighborhood is around $450,000 to $500,000. Your neighbors, I don't even think they have an easement of more than 5 feet. It's incredible. The house is probably no wider than about 30, not even 30. I got to mark it off. It's probably 25 or 29 or 30 feet wide. And it's probably about 30 feet deep is the footprint. And then it goes up like 2 levels. It's incredible. I can't believe people are spending this kind of money for Cracker Jack boxes when if you lived in any other, about another 40 states, for anywhere 450 to 500, you would live in a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square house. This is incredible. Incredible. So this is what's going on. It's inevitable that it's going to happen. So as Marrero started out with, have that duffel bag of cash ready, ladies and gentlemen. And not only the duffel bag of cash, you're going to need those streams of income. Who saw the trailer today? Because the SSN Lifestyle trailer, check it out. There's a link down below for the SSN Lifestyle because you're going to need extra streams of income. Anybody here tonight that might be within the SSN Lifestyle, check out tomorrow. There's going to be some interesting information for Palm Beach Shores. Some people in Florida might be familiar with this. Down by Singer Island, nice little area. There's going to be some properties that come up over there. You're going to be able to rent them out, making a little bit of additional money. And prime time, February. That's right, prime time, ladies and gentlemen, where you get to make extra money. That's one part of the feature with the SSN Lifestyle. We're in pre-launch. You can get in right now, sign some people up, get people familiar with it. It's going down March 1st. It's going to be boom time. It's time to rock and roll. All right, here we go. Vanessa, Diesel Mike, I'm rubbing my duffel bag of cash together. Exactly. Not only can it go bad, it can go bad very fast. You can literally go to bed and wake up to find out you got wrecked overnight. The SSN team knows better. Exactly. This is why we preach diversification, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this right now. Okay, listen to me very carefully. The stock market can go down, but remember, the government manipulates stock markets. It can go down. If the stock market goes down, the way things have played out so far, gold, silver, and precious metals go down. So people aren't going to be able to take their money out and put it in gold, silver, and precious metals. Crypto goes down. So people aren't going to be taking their money out and putting it into crypto. Now, what's left? Real estate. But they know real estate has a barrier to entry because you have to qualify for a loan when a house costs $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. They know that. And they know you have to make a certain amount of income. They also know that in America, the average wage in America is peanuts. So they know nobody can afford it. If a house is $450,000, they know only certain people can afford that because your household has to make over 100 grand. Okay, whether it's one person or 2 people in your house, you got to make over 100 grand to buy a $440,000, $50,000 house. If you're going to buy a $600,000 or $700,000 house, well, you're going to have to be well into in the mid 100s and up, close to 200 G's. All right. So you guys got to understand, they know what they're doing. So that you're not going to take the money out of the stock market and all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go buy a house and I'll be safe. I'm going to go put it in crypto. I'll be safe. I'm going to go buy gold, silver, and precious metal. I'll be safe. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I have very bad news for you. Take off your rose-colored glasses because this is going to be a very, very bumpy ride. How do you get out of the bumpy ride? Well, we talk about it all the time. You have to be in business for yourself, a business where you're able to bring in money regardless of any of those outside forces. So when we talk about real estate, we're talking about real estate that you're going to rent out, not live in. Because if you live in your real estate and the real estate market drops like it did 2008, 2009, a whole bunch of people are going to be panicking and they're going to lose their homes. But if your real estate goes down and you already have it set up where it's a rental, and in this case, like I always said, I like being in the vacation rental business because even when the economy is bad, people still go on vacation because the top 10, top 20, top 30% of the wealthiest around the world all go to the same spots. They're still going to go. It's just the other middle class and below say, hey, I don't have enough money to be going to these vacation spots. So therefore, I can always rent out my properties in rental locations, resort areas. So that gives you a leg up. So regardless of stock market, regardless of house prices, regardless of crypto, you still have a way to make money. Now, if you have online businesses or any other type of business that doesn't rely on any of the indices like stock market or crypto or gold, silver, precious metals, you're going to be good. No time to panic. You're going to be fine. All you're going to do is look on the sideline and go, damn, my stocks are going down. Damn, my crypto's going down. Damn, the house value is going down. But at the same time, house value going down, if you live in it, doesn't matter. That's why you don't need to panic. If you live in a house and the house goes down, it's not like you're going to sell the house. If the house value goes up to double, it's not going to matter either because all the houses go up and double. So even if you sold your house, what are you going to do? You can't move to the next house because it costs the same. So put yourself out of that situation and get yourself some real rental property, short-term rental properties, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're talking about stock market too. Stock market panic. This is what happens when you start doing stock market panic. Imagine if it goes down another 10% over the next week. That would be beautiful, right? I think so. And what I'm really waiting for is like Diesel Mike and Vanessa Comegay said. I'm waiting for that explosion in the housing market because the federal government has been delaying this for years. They're buying the mortgage-backed loans from lenders. That means it's a rigged market. And that also allows them to keep building homes, keep giving out loans because they have 0% that they have to put up. This is getting so ridiculous that this big ass bubble is about to wreck a whole bunch of people. Diesel Mike, they think they ate cutting their losses, and sometimes that's a good thing. But you can't panic sell at every sign of turmoil. Exactly. It's always turmoil, Diesel Mike, like you said. And that's what they get. They know who has the diamond hands. Who's going to be susceptible to a 10% drop? Those who are not familiar with the stock market. Those that went to Robinhood and Webull and said, let me get into the stocks. And they put in their $500. And the next thing they know, they looked and they go, wait, what happened? It's $350 here. They're going to be the first ones to sell. They know the middle class who needs the money are going to be the first ones to sell. They know the people who invest, they're not going to panic over a 10 or 20% market drop. They're just going to look at it like, okay, it happens. We've seen this hundreds of times. We're willing to let it ride out. And that's what they know. There's certain things, just like when the IRS. So I'll put it to you this way. The government is just like the IRS, which is part of the government. So when somebody says that they're in, like, let's say I'm in real estate and I'm a real estate agent and I file my taxes and the real estate tax, I say I only made, let's call it, I'm a full-time agent. And let's say I put in there, I only made $50,000 and I used an S Corp. And let's say I just paid myself 20 G's, whatever. And then you go, I'm in the Los Angeles market. Well, see, they're going to say a red flag. If you're in the LA market, all homes are like over $1 million. You're going to get 3%, which means $30,000 for one deal. Even if you split the commission, that's 30 G's. If you get the full 6%, that's 60 G's. So what kind of real estate agent is going to be making $50,000 when they're in LA? You're going to get audited. The same thing happens with the stock market, with real estate, with everything. They know the numbers. And the weak hands, they know who the weak hands are going to be. They count on it. So all you need is a price dip for real estate, price dip in crypto, price dip in stocks. They know what's going to happen. Only those people like here in the SSN Nation are going to be taking advantage. You're not going to be saying, oh, I'm staying away. You're going to be like, yum, yum, buy some more. We're going to be eating good. Duffel bag of cash, ladies and gentlemen. And some of you might be going, hey, Eric, what about these stocks? Which exact ones? Nah, tonight, I'm going to let somebody else say which exact stocks. I've been saying it all along. Future stocks, ladies and gentlemen. You always want future. All right. You pick the best stocks for the future. We know Apple's going nowhere. We know Oracle's going nowhere. We know Microsoft's going nowhere. Google's going nowhere. Netflix is going nowhere. Just take your pick. There's a ton of things. Tesla's going nowhere. GM, Ford, they're going nowhere. VW going nowhere. Come on. This is simple. No time for panic. But when these things go down, you need to start picking them up. ChargePoint, lithium ion companies, metaverse in the stocks, Roblox, in-game gaming, Pin went down the tubes. Pin gaming. Oh my God. Is this a buy right now? Tell me about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know. What do you think? I'm going to go try to pull up. I don't know which exchange they're on. I don't know if they're on S&P or wherever they are, but they're on S&P. All right. Check this out. This is crazy. This is crazy. Pin gaming of all. This is the future, right? This is the future. This is the future. Let me see if I can get it on screen. All right. Eric, did you already arrive at the free country of Florida? Got your first and real Cuban sandwich yet? Oh, that's funny. No, unfortunately. Victor Marrero, I'll be dropping a video tomorrow about this Cali to Florida situation. They holding me hostage over here in Cali. Things have happened where I had to, the movers. I mentioned this the other day. The movers showed up. All of a sudden, they said, well, we're not going to honor that contract price. We want 5 G's more. That's right, 5,000 more as they're sitting on my front lawn. You do have to move, don't you? You do have to leave, right? I said, wait, I think you need to check out my channel. You always have a parachute, SSN Nation. Just because you show up and tell me it cost me 5 more G's doesn't mean I'm going to pay you 5 more G's. In fact, you need to step out and go. You got to move, don't you? Yes, I do. But there's always plan B. So I had to do plan B because I wasn't going to pay people already. I'm paying 5 digits. Now they want 5 G's more. I said, no way. That's against my rules. I go by contract price. I don't go by you just showed up and talking to me. You want 5 G's more. So anyhow, that story is going to be out tonight. I gave a little story on the Monday night live stream, which was the midnight edition. But no, I'm not going to be in Florida for a minute. Probably, I don't know, 7 to 10 days. Something like that. It all depends. I have a lot to do because basically, I'll just tell you the long story short, and I'll tell you, I'm giving a preview. Basically, I did have to move. This is true. But it wasn't like I had to leave that day. So all I did was I said, well, I'm moving my stuff to Florida, and it was going to be in storage anyhow. So all I did was say, get off my lawn, man. I got to move my stuff in storage here in Cali. So that's what I've been doing for the last 5 days. Getting all my stuff in storage in Cali. Then I'm going to take off and I'll be hanging in Florida. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So that's the somewhere about how the story's going to go. Now, regarding the Cuban sandwich. All right. You know, Mr. Marrero. I am the original Mr. Worldwide. In fact, I am the original Mr. Miami. So this Cuban thing, yes. I go to a certain place in Miami to get my Cuban sandwiches, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Yes, the real Cubans, we don't have those in Cali. Sorry to say. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even want to try it out here. Diesel Mike, Vanessa Comagate, my sentiments exactly, sis. Exactly. All right. It isn't only your brokerage account taking the hit. It's also your 401k. It can turn into a 201k fast. Exactly. This is significant for those folks retiring this year. Selling isn't an option for me. Exactly. Victor Marrero, once again, is tapping into the future, ladies and gentlemen. You have to think about all these different things. I have friends right now who are retired pension funds who are in the stock market. Well, their stocks, like I said, they could be under $1 million now because of what just happened. All right. That's how quick this can happen. And if this thing goes wiggy, like it's actually, I'm just going to say this right now. This is what? January 19th. Market down. January 19th. things can go wiggy. I'll put it that way. I'm expecting things to go real wiggy around April or at the end of March, because the government's going to sit there and say, we're not going to back anybody's loans. We're going to raise interest rates. You're on your own. Soon as they do that, all that free money for the top 10 percenters who are able to take risk with who knows no bounds because they're backed, now they have to take risks based on their ass. Trust me, things won't be going so dandy. So mark my words. All right. And again, you can blame it on the Federal Reserve because they didn't have the balls to cut this off last year in the fourth quarter minimum. Like I said, they should have raised interest rates then. If they were just going to go 0.025, then they should have did it in December. They really need to go 0.5 and cut this nonsense off and stop buying the debt from the top 10 percenters and their companies. That's just stupidity. And now who's going to pay for it? You and me, the middle class, the OCs. Curtis Davis is in the house. Mr. Financial is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name. That's the only way he can be in the chat room tonight. And he says, good evening, SSN family. Good evening to you too. And Curtis Davis, a.k.a. Chili Davis, is in the house. That's right. The reason why I say Chili Davis, because he has his own channel, ladies and gentlemen. You want to stay up on stocks and crypto and other investment vehicles throughout the day and night. Well, this man, he stays vigilant and he helps you out with that due diligence. So you can go check him out. And here we go. SoFi jump. There we go. Curtis Davis. Oh, don't start it off now. Jumped 11. We know. Remember, we were talking about Afterpay. We were talking about SoFi. We were talking about, I can't remember the other company either because there's so many. Well, there's only like 3 or 4, but Afterpay, SoFi, and I'm missing another one. You guys will chime in. The ones where you can give loans at 0% interest for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, whatever it is. American citizens and citizens around the world are going to be taking advantage of this. That's why those are good stocks to pick, because people are going to need loans. All right? Keep it in mind. Affirm is the other one. ARM, that's what I'm trying to think of. Affirm's the other one, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the top 3 companies. And already Expedia and some of the travel agencies and Amazon and those guys already use them because they know people don't have any money. People are tapped out on the credit cards. American consumers, the highest credit card debt in American history. Tapped out in credit. Now what? Now you're going to go to Affirm, SoFi, and Afterpay. Now, once you're tapped out there, then what? You better get some extra streams of income coming in, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care right now. Even if you have to start right now, it's better late than never because you're going to need it. Housing prices are going to continue to rise. I mean, rental prices are going to continue to rise. Not so much housing prices, but rental prices, because once people have to dump their homes, that means they're going to be renters. So that means the rental market's going to be on fire, all right, for a long time to come. So expect that, ladies and gentlemen. And you're hearing it right now, January 19th. You're hearing all these predictions. You can always come back and check the video. I know the videos are long, so nobody's probably going to come back and check the videos. But one of these days, I'm going to splice up all my predictions and see how I did. We'll find out. I was wrong on them raising the interest rate in December. I mean, the Federal Reserve. I didn't think they had the cojones to just let it run wild and allow us to continue with this 15 to 20% inflation. But they, you know what? They said, F you. They don't care about the middle class. They said, F you. All we care about is our friends that we're buying up their debt and giving them 0% loans. We don't care about the middle class and you regular folks. That's why the middle class is getting wiped out. So that's why I started the channel. And that's why SSN Nation has been very diligent, taking small risk, getting small rewards, taking small risk, and losing. But that's part of investing, ladies and gentlemen. There is going to be failure. If somebody tells you they win all the time, all smug and all looking good and showing all these cars and planes and jets and all that, I suggest do not believe the hype. All right? Nobody can win all the time. It doesn't work like that. Unless you control the government, And the way things are going there, you cannot win all the time because you cannot know that your property values are going to drop 40, 50%. You can't know the stock market is going to drop 30, 40%. You might get a little heads up if you're higher up on the food chain. But if the lower you are on the food chain, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to escape. Warren Buffett and all those guys, they can't escape the 2008, 2009 crash. They didn't escape it, by the way, because they were telling everybody, oh, all's good. Don't worry about it. Just like now, they're saying all's good. There's going to be a correction. Don't worry about it. Meanwhile, the OCs are out here swimming, getting drowned, as Vanessa Kamage says. All right. Okay. I won't get into it much more, but Victor Morero said it right here. Your 401k could be wiped out. Your pension fund cut off. Don't worry about it. It's risky out here. Good evening. All right, this SoFi, we got into all that. Now, again, SoFi got its bank charter. Uh-oh, that's why it rose today. Now they're in the game. That was a brilliant move by them. All right, so you have all these companies, Square, PayPal, all these companies have value because now people can borrow against, whether it's business, whether it's personal. You can borrow without having credit. All right. So those are the kind of things that come into play. And those are the type of stocks that you can invest in when the economy goes down. Consumer durables, another type of investment that you should put yourself into. Here we go. Top 10 people get loans at 0%. Exactly. That's exactly right. It's ridiculous what's happening. It's absurd when you think about it. It's just really absurd what's happened. And that gives them a huge advantage. Just like right now, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. If you had a 0% interest loan, if somebody walked up to you and said, hey, you know what? You walked in a place and they said, you know what? I want to get this $1 million place that earns me about $100,000 a year. And can I get a loan? And they go, oh, sure, Eric, we'll give you a 0% loan. No risk for you, really. Now I'm making money as soon as I bought the place. I mean, literally, that $100,000, I get to keep all of it. I don't even have any interest owed. That's just ridiculous. OCs can't do that. All right. Okay. No OC can compete. The PPP was not for OCs. Exactly. It damn sure wasn't. Exactly right. 8 big stocks lose today. Look at this. Penn, National Gaming, Viacom, Moderna, firmly in the grasp of a bear market. See, they're calling it a bear market. Look, hold on. Where are they at? Scroll down. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Penn Gaming. Is this minus 70%? Oh, I believe that's called a crash. Viacom, crash. Moderna, crash. Discovery, crash. Gap, Twitter, all these guys. This is a crash, ladies and gentlemen. Now, does this look familiar with crypto? And does anybody wonder what's next? Like some people have predicted tonight. Guess what's next? Real estate. Guess what's next? Real estate. I'm going to say it again. Real estate. That's up next. So those of us who are over in Punta Cana, those of us who are over in Dominican Republic, those of us who are buying something in South America or in Central America, Costa Rica, those of us who's buying something over in Asia, Thailand, or wherever, Vietnam, whatever, as long as you have a plan where you're going to receive rental income, it doesn't matter if your property's worth zero. As long as somebody's going to pay you to stay in it from week to week, short term, that means you have a way to have money coming in your pocket. And that's all you want to worry about right now, having a way to have money coming into your pocket. All right. Now, look at this screen. This is so disgusting. I mean, 50% for Biogen, Enphase, even Twitter down 53%. Good God almighty, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible. This is scary. This is scary. And you know what else happened? Just what we talked about on Monday night, Money Making Monday, Midnight Live edition. Because people have borrowed against some of these stocks, they got liquidated. And by being liquidated, that means they dumped They had to buy and dump the shares at the low price, and it just exasperated the downward trend. 52-week high was just a year ago, March, for Penn Gaming. I got to go look and see. I'm curious. This is wild. I remember Penn Gaming was like over 100. That's crazy. Let's go see. Down to 43. Is that for real? I can't believe this. That can't be. Oh, I guess it could be for real. Here it is. Oh my goodness. Down $100. That was one of our nice little picks last year too. But all I can say now, ladies and gentlemen, is this is a sure sign that this could be on sale. I don't know about you. Let me know. Let chime in. Please let me know. Is this a good time to buy? Penn National Casino business is undervalued, says so. DraftKings versus Penn, which is a better buy? Oh my, this is a deal. Let's go see DraftKings. Let's see. DraftKings last year was in the 50s. Let's go see what they got going on. See what DraftKings. Oh my, 22. Oh, they've taken a hit as well. Nice. I got to go put in their symbol. I don't know it. DKNG. 2140. Let's see what they look like. Oh yeah, they are too. They've dropped. Oh yeah, this is definitely on sale, ladies and gentlemen. See, we just stumbled upon a few things right here, in my opinion. This is beautiful work right here. All right, hold on. Let me go check out something else. RBLX. Let's see what they look like. Oh, they're almost back to IPO status. Oh my. Look at this. Holy smokes, 134 to 74. That is sickening. Wow. Like I said, 58% drop. I call this bear market. I also call this a crash, ladies and gentlemen. See, once again, see how these headlines, see how the headlines try to make it seem like the OCs don't panic. It's only a 10% market correction. I'm sorry. I don't see 10% market corrections. I already see a crash, 30% or more. This is 58%. I see some stocks doing 60, 70%. If crypto did this kind of stuff, people would be like, oh yeah, see, that's crypto. Don't invest in it. They are purposely trying to tell you 10% market correction. But remember, the stock indexes only track certain stocks. They don't track all of the stocks. And now we're finding out stocks have taken a beating quietly. 10%. Sheesh. People have lost, like Victor Morero said, that 401k could easily be like a 201k or a 101k right now. The way some of these stocks are ridiculously low, they're on sale. Good evening, Gary White with the icon. Welcome to the Wednesday night live stream, members only chat edition. Thank you so much for being here. And he has his tagline, good evening, SSN family. Let's get it. That's right. We're getting it. And we just stumbled upon some stocks that are getting beat down. We're talking about things that don't even make sense. It's Penn Gaming. We all know, even in a bad economy, people will risk lottery tickets. They will go out here and gamble because that's the only way they're figuring. If I put in this $5 or $25, it can end up being $1,000. So they're going to gamble. So this thing about Penn Gaming and, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Roblox and all this is on sale, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get almost back in, but we're going to wait for it to keep going down because I think this is just the beginning. I think it can go down even more. People have gotten liquidated from these stocks. Oh my. Blood in these streets. Exactly, Gary White. He just took the words out of my mouth. There's blood in the streets and nobody even knows about it until you start doing your due diligence and looking at it. Today was the first time I started looking at other stocks that's not in the news. And look at here, we stumble upon a few things when you start looking over year, because most people don't do year over year. So when you saw that headline that said, oh, 10% correction, I thought it was nothing. I thought 10%, okay. But now that I'm looking at the stocks, I'm like, wait, these things went down 60, 70, 80%, 58, 60%. That's a crash. It ain't no damn correction. The stocks that they're choosing to prop up the stock market, those stocks only went down 10%, but that's because you guys don't understand one of the things. One of the major things is this. When Cathie Woods, Warren Buffett, the guys that own the hedge funds, the Citadels and those companies, your pension fund, they will not sell the stocks. And they're in the stocks mostly that are on the stock exchanges. So therefore, the price stays nearly the same. So we'll have a 10% decrease. But other stocks, which aren't being held by these major hedge funds and pension funds and cities and all that, they take hits. So the real deal is we're being manipulated once again. Stocks are basically dropped beyond depressionary levels. This is insanity. This bloodbath when billionaires buy at pennies on the dollar. Exactly. That's what's going to happen. Sad because we don't know the bottom. Exactly. Nobody knows the bottom. There's more states like New York allowing gaming, but the stocks are getting slammed. Exactly. They're getting slammed because they don't want you taking money out of the top stocks. Remember. But Penn Gaming, this is beautiful. I'm going to tell you guys, this is beautiful right here. I'm loving every last bit of it because, again, I will say the Federal Reserve, this is why the SSN Nation doesn't get any love by YouTube. The Federal Reserve effed up when they didn't do the interest rates increase 2 quarters ago. They didn't have the cojones last quarter, and now they're going to wait till April so their friends can somehow get themselves into position to buy and puts. That's right. They're buying. So when the stock market goes down, they're making even more money. That's all this delay was about. It's inevitable. You guys got to understand there's 2 sides to the coin and they're playing both sides. But they're trying to make it so most of their friends can do their damage like now. So that 10% that you just saw, it's going to drop more. But the point I'm trying to get you to understand is they've set it up, but you're here in the SSN Nation, so you already know the game plan. So that's why you have your duffel bag of cash ready, and you're going to pounce even further. But I don't know how much further you can let Penn go down and DraftKings go down and Jesus Christ, Ford go down. This is incredible. And I have a feeling they're going to go down even more because what's going to happen is the market's going to topple. So even with them propping things up, they're all sitting there. Federal Reserve is now going to be printing more money, giving to their friends because the stocks have gone down. Now what's going to happen is we're going to have higher inflation and we're going to be paying more taxes. I mean, our great-great-grandkids are going to be paying more taxes. Let's just put it that way. All right. This is crazy. There's more states allowing. Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1 hour in, please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about and you love some of my rants I'm going on, please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell, and look down below, ladies and gentlemen, because if you had some crypto, you can earn interest every day on your crypto by sitting at Celsius Network or Nexo. The links are down below, Celsius Network or Nexo. And if you deposit like $400 of crypto into Nexo or Celsius, they'll give you some free BTC. It's that simple. All right. So, all right. Before I forget, which I did forget, let me know if anybody saw the trailer before the video today. Let me know if you received notification from YouTube if the live stream was coming out. We like to keep track of these kind of things. All right. So that's what we need to keep track of as well. Because after 3.5 years, still no love from YouTube. And I'm going to keep saying it. So still no love from YouTube, which doesn't mean I'm going to get love, but I'm still going to keep saying it because there's no love. It's kind of like a, gentle mental gymnastics for myself. But anyhow, we have the SSN Nation and we're not losing. That's how it works. We're not losing. A year ago, Pre-construction, laid it down. You got in at the right price. You locked your price in. You have real estate, short-term rental possibilities. So even if the economy goes bad, you have a place to stay. Not only that, you have a place that's going to be in a high rent resort areas that you can get people in. And oh, by the way, we had Mr. Estacio on earlier today. And I don't know if his numbers are exactly right, but he was saying that they had 700 and some odd thousand visitors in Punta Cana in the month of December. I don't know if he meant 700 and some thousand, because I remember looking at it and I thought it was 728,000 roughly that came to the Dominican Republic. And if numbers are true, then that means roughly about 4.7 to 5.2 million of those people went through Punta Cana. Now, it's a whole nother ball game if 728,000 people came to Punta Cana area, because that means anybody on Airbnb right now, they are doing something in injustice to themselves. Because if you have even 400,000 people coming to Punta Cana in the month of January, you have no business renting out your place for $125, $150, $199. You should be renting out, well, if it's a 1-bedroom or studio, it kind of makes sense. But if you have a 2-bedroom or larger that can sleep 6 people or more, there is no reason you should not be able to rent that out at a premium price, especially if you have amenities. And I'm talking about a pool. Pool is an amenity, but everybody has that. Fitness center amenity, everybody has that. But once you go past those two things, when they start talking about basketball courts, game rooms, any other type of amenities you can have, mini mart or whatever on the premises, now you have a value that nobody else hardly has. So therefore, you should not be renting your place for cheap. Now, that was about stocks. And that's also why we're not panicking here, ladies and gentlemen, because we have at least 34, 35 people here in the SSN Nation who have bought pre-construction property. So they've already locked in last year's price. The new property, Mr. Estacio came out today. I can't even pronounce it because I always want to say Bajahibe. That's it. Bajahibe. That's where it's at, over by Casa de Campo. I guess that's what they call it, where all the rich superstars hang out. It's over by there, 45 minutes from Santo Domingo, 45 minutes from Punta Cana, right in that little sweet spot area. And it's upscale. Big old units, 1-bedroom units, 95 square meters, which is over 1,000 square feet. 62 square meters for a small 1-bedroom, which means that's a 700 square feet. That's not small. On the beach, Damascus Beach is apparently one of the top beaches in the Caribbean. White sands. And the property values, unfortunately, the prices have risen, ladies and gentlemen. Those 1-bedrooms are going to be about $140,000, $150,000. You can still get a 2-bedroom under 200. It's going to be like 180. You're not going to have ocean view, though. You'll have pool or garden view. But hey, simple walk out to the beach. You're there. And they have a mini mart. And they have a game, not a game room, but a spa and a gymnasium, which means probably a fitness center. And they have either tennis courts and a basketball court. I could only see a tennis court on their master plan. But these are the things, these are the moves that you make to make sure that if all things fall down, you always have a way to bring in some revenue. That's what the trick to the game is for a long life of SSN lifestyle. All right. You want the lifestyle? You have to earn it. You also have to make plans. So if you think the stock market and you're panicking, there's blood in the streets, as Gary White has said, he's right. There's blood in the streets, but you know that. So you are supposed to know what to do with those blood in the streets. We've been talking about this for 3.5 years, what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to buy more of the great companies. Now, the question is, for instance, is Penn Gaming a good company? These are new. Is DraftKings a good company? Roblox going to be a good company? I tend to go on the other side. I say, hey, you got to go with the Apples. In fact, let's go look it up. I don't know what's been happening with Apple, right? Let's go look at Apple. Let's see what they look like. They're still above last year, but let's see what happened. Let's go year to date. I'm curious. Look at this. Here we are, -8%. Let's go year over year. They're up 25.9 year over year. But see, you guys didn't want to hear us when we said buy Apple 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. You would be well ahead of the game, even when before they did their split. But I digress. Again, this is a stock that always should be on your list, along with these guys right here. Look, let's go see what's been happening. -5%. 6 months, year to date, down 10%. See, this little 10% people are panicking. 303, up 35% year over year. Okay, again, everybody here in SSN Nation, you know we said MSFT, Tesla, all of these, they're going to have the same type of deal, right? Now, let's go to the EVs, which they don't want to really show love for. NIO, now it's under $30, ladies and gentlemen. Is this another buying opportunity for NIO? Look at this, down 50% year over year. Some of you might be sitting there going, hey, Eric, that's down 50%. Some of others of us have gone, well, you know, when you buy it for $2.50 or $3.50 or $6.50, we're still up 400 for 500%. So some people may still go, I'm waiting. Or some may go, now's a good time to buy -50%. That's on sale. I like 50% off. I don't know about you. I always like 50% off. Come on now. All right. There's more states. And again, nobody's added anything new. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're talking about here. Is there time to panic? Is this time to panic or is this time to go shopping? Now, I'm going to say something and I'm going to give a prediction again. I think sometimes it's maybe a good time to go shopping, but I think it's going to be a greater time to go shopping in about a month. That's what I think. Quite frankly, I think it's going to get worse. It should actually be the Great Depression. Let's just put things in perspective. The stock market should be nowhere near what their index prices are. All right. You might as well just take off another 20, 30%. That would be the true value because it's all pumped up. It's all fake. So people have enjoyed the increase. I included. I took out some profits because, like I said, 1,000% profit after 2 years or 1 year, 3 years. Why would you leave it there? That's crazy. So you guys know at the end of November, I started selling off a large portion, getting the other duffel bags stuffed up. You guys know that. All right. So I did talk about it. But again, I think it's going to get worse. We've seen this playbook before. Yeah, it certainly looks that way. Yep, exactly. It's going to get worse. And there's no way to stop it. There's a way to stop the bleeding, put a patch over it, put a patch over the cut. But unfortunately, that's going to turn the Federal Reserve, the government, they're going to print more money. By printing more money, that creates more inflation. By creating more inflation, you have citizens who can't pay for items, which also means they're not going to enter jobs when the job says we're going to pay you $15 an hour, and that $15 an hour is $600 a week, and after tax, it's $475, and the person goes, what am I supposed to do with $1,700 when my rent is $1,300? When I buy a bag of groceries, and that's $100, I put $20 worth of gas in my car, and that's $60 to $100. 20 gallons of gas is $60 to $100, depending on what state you live in. And so therefore, they're sitting there like, wait a minute, childcare is $200 or $300 or $400 a week. No, thank you. So this is going to be the dilemma. And with people leaving, just like Exit California, when you have 200,000, 300,000 people leaving and the average income is $62,000. I think we ran it the other day where I did like $240 billion of economic buying power just left in the last like 6 months or so, 6 to 8 months. I can't remember how I ran the numbers. That's $240 billion gone out of the economy in California. Poof, gone. That means you're going to run into a whole bunch of businesses out of business because you're not going to have the clientele to go shopping anymore. Then you're going to raise the taxes in the state, which now means more people are going to leave because now they're paying more stupid taxes. You've run into an ecosystem of bad. And the people at the top don't care about the ecosystem of bad. You know why? Because they get to always stay above the fray. Because when you have millions of dollars, it doesn't really matter how much things cost. But when you only have $100,000 or $150,000 a year, it starts mattering when prices increase 20, 30, 40%. The middle class is being wiped out, ladies and gentlemen. So you better get your assets, like I told you last year in 2021, continue to get, 2021, I was saying, get your assets. 2022, it's all about passive income. You're going to need it. All right. That's it for my little rant. Your power node is doing it. You should be doing the salsa dance. That's right. We came back. We went down to that 20. Remember, I bought it 2,700 and now they're doing their thing. But hey, in fact, let me go look at power node. I don't even know what's been happening, quite frankly. I know they went up and I know I messed up because while I was moving, I was going to buy 50 nodes, but then I cut off my my internet because I was supposed to move that day. And then I didn't buy the power nodes. I didn't get the 50 power nodes for like $65. I blew it. But anyhow, it is what it is. Let's go look it up. Power node, crypto price. I don't know what happened, but we'll go see. All right. If that does say 1999, that's a hell of a lot better. 1989. Okay, we're good. We're good. Because remember, I bought $27.85. So, hey, that beats $1. That's for sure. We were down to 99%, ladies and gentlemen. This just goes to show you right here. Here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example of investing. This is just like the power node is a good example of investing. I used 340. Well, I didn't use the all amount, but I took out $345 of profit, just in case you're new here, from my Wonderland time. I bought $279. Let's just call it $280. 10 coins came out to $280 of a power node. At the time, they gave us 7.7 of the value of the node. Then they changed it where now it's 10% like strong block. So you get 0.1, which is 10% a day, which now that's $1.90 a day. All right. I haven't looked, but now $1.90 a day is damn good, right? Because at $27, I like $1.90, which means over the course of, if everything stood the same, that means 15 days. We have, no, it's only 8 days roughly, 9, 10. Let's just call it 10 days. We could buy another coin if we redeemed. So this is a beautiful thing. This is almost like strong block. So again, when the price dropped from $28 down to 95 cents, it might even went lower than that. I did not sell. The reason I didn't sell is because I used profits from another asset. I didn't use my own money. Even if I would have used my own money, I still wouldn't have sold because that would have been disposable money, beer money, gambling money, whatever you want to call it money. That's the money you use for volatile situations. You don't use money that in a volatile environment. Stocks generally aren't volatile. Some are, some aren't. But right now, everything's going to be volatile. Real estate is next. All right. Let's go see. All righty. Yep. I am. Apple, Microsoft, banks are stable in the storm. Exactly. The reason why banks are stable is because two things. The government always has their back. Second, people will park their money at the bank, which is a huge mistake, by the way. All right. With $62K a year, you'll be doing rather well in Arkansas. Average income is $35K in Arkansas. Exactly. In fact, at $62K a year, you'll be doing well in 40 of the 50 states. Like I said, I always go with the bottom. I mean, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin. Come on. Nebraska, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas. Just come on. The list can keep going on and on. It's ridiculous. There's only like 10 states that 62K is like, it's sketchy. You know, like Hawaii, New York, California, upstate Washington, Arizona, and even now Nevada, Vegas, which is not the state itself, but the cities. But again, most, if you make 60 some K in America right now, but 60 some K is 5 G's a month. Just keep in mind, in some places that you're still going to live very comfortably. But what's going to happen when everything rises in price another 15, 20%? Even in those comfortable states, another 20, 30% increase in price, everybody's going to be under duress at that point. You definitely have to adjust business to what's important to people right now. Exactly, Vanessa Comagate. What's important to people? Consumer durables, consumer goods. Procter & Gamble. In fact, Procter & Gamble. Let me go see something here. This is just something I was thinking about. Procter & Gamble. That's PG. Let's see. They got Procter & Gamble 162. Look at this. Spike today. 3.3 today. That's interesting. Let's see what year over year look. Look at this. Okay. This is consumer goods, consumer durables. Procter & Gamble is on your shelf, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know it, but they're there. They own a whole bunch of companies. There you go. There's the subsidiaries, the Gillette, Braun. Let me go see what else they own. These guys, I don't even know everything they own, quite frankly. I don't know all their subsidiaries, but they have a bunch. They don't even talk about it. That's interesting. That's fair. Oh, they're up here. Okay. Braun, The Art of Shaving, Rokas, New Chapter. The list just goes on and on. Blendex, 7 C's, Londa, Jesus, Tula. Keeps going on and on, ladies and gentlemen. No joke. These guys are no joke. They're hidden, silent assassins, and they still give a dividend of 2% right now at this price point, which is incredible. 52-week low, 121. 52-week high, 165. Guess what? They're near their 52-week high. Imagine that. Because everybody's going to be saving money, so they're going to go to the store, get the Procter & Gamble, so the consumable goods, as they call it, multinational consumer goods corporation. This is why PG, always good when economy goes down. Hell, you guys must know when the Dollar Tree and dollar stores are going out of business, you know there's a problem, Houston. All right? Because they can't sell stuff at those prices anymore. It's just going to happen. Sorry, game over. All right? So don't get caught, like Vanessa says. Okay. Tesla, Golden, they have built-in technology. They're going to shave off for 2-3 months to hurt small retail investors. Exactly, Curtis Davis. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving everything because Tesla is going to give you another price opportunity before they're split. Oh, wait, did I say that? They're going to split. Trust me. All right. $9.95. This is beautiful right here. Down 3%. Let's go month over month. Look at this. They're still up 10% month over month. Still up 10% 6 months. Still up 17% year over year. But this year, they're down 17% to the point of Mr. Financial. This year, how many people are bailed out after it went from like 1,100 down to 995? How many are going to bail out after it drops down later on this week? There's going to be more people bailing out. So another buying opportunity is going to come up. It's a beautiful thing. You guys can see it all right before your eyes. And I didn't have it on screen, but there's the 995 year to date. That's January till now, dropped 17%. But when you look at month over month, look at this, 10%, 6 months, 50%. So it went up 50%, but dropped 17%. But all those people who bought in at the beginning of the year because it went up, now they're freaking out. And look at this, year over year, 17%. Plus 145. So Tesla has made people a lot of money. It's a beautiful thing to watch. All right, it's actually 22.26 now for Power No Token according to Coin Market Cap. Oh my goodness. That's another $2 in the coffers. Victor Marrero for our 10-cent like strong block. So I'm doing good now. I might even have enough to get another node. I haven't even been paying attention over the last 10 days. You know why? That Exit California plan went all wiggy. All right, here he comes, Mr. Cold Hard Facts, $1,700 per month ain't nothing in high rent environment. Exactly. And here's the scary part. Here's the part that we have to give the cold hard facts. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Rental prices are going higher. That's right, higher. Why, Eric, is it going higher? Because when the home prices go down and people start losing their homes, they have to rent. That means demand for rental is going to go up. Sorry, get your passive income. That is the rule in 2022. Join the SSN Lifestyle Nation there. The link is down below. We have free memberships. We have Founders Club memberships still available. We have everything in between, something for everybody, but you're going to have to get that passive income in. All right. And members of the SSN Lifestyle, you're going to have to watch for the new Singer Island, Palm Beach Shores available for high season where you're going to be able to rent it out and it's commissionable. Well, everything's commissionable. So anyhow, you can make money with helping other people find certain niches and things like that. There's going to be more. And by the way, the guys that did the fingernails to go, they had a meeting this week. Well, actually between the 10th and the 20th, I'll say, they are putting together a little bit different platform where they're actually talking about having placement or places or slots where you can put the machine already. They're talking to people. So when you buy the machine, you'll already put it in a location already and have it all like seamless. I don't know what the talks of how they went or anything like that. I'm going to check with them tomorrow, but they didn't want to come on and talk about it until they had everything in place. So then that way they could talk about that as part of the investment. So I said, fine. So that's why they're not coming on. And the only place you're going to find that is here first because we're still in pre-launch. And so therefore it'll be here. And then I'll put it on SSN Lifestyle for the other members. But remember, Founders Club members, they're the only ones that can get the first choice at the investment. And then after that, and they're going to be putting financing in place, which is very, very interesting. Very interesting with financing in place for the fingernails to go because it depends on the interest rate. And you guys know how I feel about financing. If you have revenue coming in, you should always finance because inflation goes up. Here's a perfect example of what's happened over the last 2 years. Remember when you bought your home, there are some people who like cash. 2 years ago, okay, you get to win. You gave up your cash. Your house value went up. But that $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 cash that you put down is no longer at your disposal. It's all wrapped up in your house. So when your house value goes down, you still can't do nothing except borrow against your house. Meanwhile, those people who just put down their 10%, their $50,000, let's say for a $500,000 house, instead of buying cash for $500,000, they still have $450,000 in their duffel bag. They could be buying some stocks right now on sale. They could be buying some strong block crypto, getting 10% on their money. They could be buying Power Node, getting 10% on their money, or any other investment such as putting a down payment down for some other real estate and out here that they can do short-term rentals for. All of those opportunities would be at their disposal. Meanwhile, the person that put down their $500,000 in cash, they can only say, hey, bank, I need a loan. When the economy goes bad, guess what? When, hey, bank, I need a loan, you know what they're going to say? They're going to go, I'm sorry. Do you have a 780 credit score? You do know the economy's kind of bad right now, right? We're not going to take risk on loans like this. Just keep in mind, this is why I don't like paying cash for things. So when these guys start talking about they're going to do finance for a machine that's going to make us money, you best believe I'm listening. Because why put down 15,000 or 17 or 19,000 when you can put down 2,000 and then send somebody $300 a month when you're making the 300? So therefore you're using your profits to pay for it. All right, let's keep real. And the other thing about getting real, hold on. I got to check something real quick. You guys, I got to go look at something. I got to go look at something. Mr. Financial knows what this is. American multinational beauty company founded in 1904. Let's go look. Look at this. Okay, 5 days. Okay, they're in the 10% down markets. They're not going down that much. I'm getting ready to say something. That's why I had to go look at this. 20% year to date. And look at this, year over year. Mr. Financial was like, why did Eric invest in Coty back in the day when it was only like $2 or $3 three years ago or 2 years ago, whatever it was. They own 77 brands, ladies and gentlemen. And whenever the economy goes down, guess what happens? People still buy beauty items because they still want to look good and feel good. So even when the economy goes down, mark this, Coty. All right, mark it down. Now here, year to date, we're down 20%. Does that mean this is a buy? Hell no, it doesn't mean it's a buy. We're waiting for this. We're waiting for this right here. This right here is what we're waiting for. $2, $3. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for single digits, down below single digits into like under $5. That's what we're waiting for. And the opportunity is going to arise, ladies and gentlemen. So put that one on your list. All right. So just keep all that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. So know when the economy goes bad, people still buy beauty products. So just watch the Coty stock and get in when you can. Not right now, even though it went down 20%. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. All right, P&G, Tide, Soap, Unilever, exactly. Procter Gamble, they're the guys. They're the guys. They're entrenched. They're silent assassins. That's what I call them. They make products and then they sell them around the world and don't make big waves about nothing. But they still give out dividends and they still give you a great increase in stock value. So that's what I love about P&G. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about stocks for an hour and 38 minutes. Please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell. And now we're about to get into the favorite subject matter of real estate. If you missed the live stream today, you missed Del Mar, Bajahibe, Residences and Spa, and I'm going to show it. Don't worry, I have to show it even though you missed it. We'll show it tonight too, because this is where you should be thinking about putting your money. Stock market panic, good for you. You should be panicking. But who isn't panicking? You who are here in the SSN Nation, us, we're not panicking. We know the stock market's going to go down further, and therefore we're going to be able to take advantage. That's all. We know it's going to happen. So buy when you think it's a good time to buy. So right now, we're going to get into this new property. I'm going to show it because I actually going to show their website. I'm not going to go through the PDF. You're going to have to go check out Mr. Stasio on the live stream earlier today, and you can go get the PDF there. But I'm going to go to, well, here we are right here. Here we go. This is not on the brochure. Some of these pictures are, but this picture here is not on the brochure, which is, interesting. It should be. It's on their website. But here you go. This is the Beach Club, which has a bar and restaurant, and they also have something else that's unique here. They have these 5 little pool areas, these squares. There's 5 of them. And it's very interesting. It's an outdoor workout place there, and it's all lined up, and the beach is right there, the white sandy beach. This is Del Mare Bashahibi Residences and Spa. All right. So I'm going to scroll down because the way they do this is beginning, and then when I do about project, it takes it down. It will be the first project in the Dominican Republic on the beachfront, considered one of the best in the world. Here you are, ladies and gentlemen. All right. You can see over here on the right-hand side, right in the sand. You got to love it. Here's the project. Here's the amenities. Remember, we love amenities. A mini market. I need snacks. I don't want to have to drive out of this joint. I got a sports area. Now, the sports area is kind of light. I don't know what they mean by this. The spa. We know what a spa means. Stores. I don't know what the stores are, but I like stores on site. Luxury lobby. Of course, it better be. It's in this location. There's a beach club and a kids area. We got to have a kids area, right? So I'm liking these amenities so far. And look at this. Believe Resort is next door. So if you missed the live stream, here's a little caveat. Believe Resort is next door. When they are full and they need extra rooms, guess what? The owner of Believe Resorts is part investor in this building project. Therefore, if you rent out your unit there, sign up with Believe, any overflow, they will rent your unit. Love it. 15 minutes from La Romana Airport. 45 minutes from Santo Domingo, 45 minutes from Punta Cana, 25 minutes from Alta de Chavon. I don't know where Alta de Chavon is, but nonetheless, book now. I'm not going to click on book now. It's only an email list. They don't have a book now. But if you want to book, it's $5,000 to reserve. This hasn't come out yet, ladies and gentlemen. It officially comes out next Friday. But right now, you can actually reserve the Quiet Storm. That's right. Being a part of the SSN Nation, you get to reserve early. Now, some of you don't know the prices. You're going to have to watch the video because I'll give you some prices. I'm going to have to go look at this. And we'll go see. Here we go. Oh, first line of the beach. Okay, to give you guys an idea, I shouldn't have been silent on this. I don't think I have the... Oh, here we do. This is what I was getting to right here. Here's the first... Well, they're saying it. First club with 5 panoramic pools in front of one of the best beaches in the world. See the units that are facing the beach? Those are ocean front. That's what's considered ocean front. Their whole unit faces the water. Ocean view is when you look outside, like on your patio or balcony, because the building is turned sideways or in a diagonal, and you see it from your balcony, patio area. You can see the ocean. That is ocean view. These units that you were looking at on the screen, $700,000 to $993,000, $1 million units right here in this complex. What do you think your unit's going to be worth when you have $1 million units up front by the water? Now, I just wanted to say that just so when I tell you these prices, you're not going to freak out. All right? Because these are not ocean views. This is garden view and pool view prices. When we start talking about a 2-bedroom, oh, here's a gallery. When we start talking about a 2-bedroom, $237,000. That's for garden view. So that would be something like what you see here, garden view. Or pool view. 247,000. So actually, if you have pool view, this units would be 247,000 right here. So that's not even considered garden view, apparently. Now, that is for a 2-bedroom. That is not unreasonable, but a 2-bedroom is 95 square meters. So you're at around 1,100 square feet for a 2-bedroom, which is pretty nice. What I don't have here on this list is something that's very, very valuable. Here is the actual master plan overview. You can see how this just flows straight out to the water. So everybody's walking within 200 yards, 250 yards to the water, which is a good thing. And this right here is a lovely thing. Oh, they have a pool up here. That's the reason why I didn't see the 5th one. Here's the 5th one. Very, very nice. This has a potential, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going to be on each side, but Believe Resort is on one side of these things. So I don't know why they don't show it. But how cool is that? Buildings here, if you can see, this is built. Well, on this right side, they're not for sale. This is the 2nd phase. This is the 1st phase. This building is turned, has a diagonal. That means some of these are going to have ocean view. All right, so just so you know. Now, once again, nice views. Gotta love it. Yeah, who wouldn't like this view, right? That's $1 million view there, though. All right, so this is what you guys missed out on earlier today. So you can go check it out. Check out the live stream. And in fact, let me put this so you guys can get this website. So then, therefore, you don't need the brochure. It's in the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. That's where the link is. I heard some banks are not giving mortgage loans now. Exactly, Vanessa Comagate. Exactly. It's game over. It's game over. She's got it exactly right. See, Vanessa Comagate stays on top of it. This is why values are going to go down. Another reason, which I did not even mention, but she mentioned it. Banks are not giving. You know why? Because the Federal Reserve said they're pulling back on backing mortgage loans. So now the banks are the ones that's on the hook once again, like a normal free economy, a capitalist society where they take the risk. They're not willing to take the risk. Why would you? This is the whole thing that I never understood. If you know 150 to 180 million people are in the workforce before the pandemic, before COVID, and then you know there's 100 million people out of work, how is it that you're going to keep giving loans to people when you know only 50 to 85 million people are considered in the workforce now? Who are you giving loans to? This is why this is so. They were giving loans pretty much like it's 2005 all over again, because they knew if the person defaulted, the Federal Reserve is backing it. They buy the debt. Once the Federal Reserve says we're not buying the debt no more, now all of a sudden you don't want to give out loans. It's only natural. That's why I told you guys it's going to get worse. So therefore, the housing market will fall down because it's being propped up. All right, it's going down. There's not enough people that rightfully are able to buy a house, because now if you have only 100 million people working out of 300, you don't have enough buyers. All right. The only way you have enough buyers is when banks are lenient and say, here, we'll give you a break. You can have a 640 or 580, give us 15 or 20% down. So all I'm saying is this is why the home prices are going to go down, ladies and gentlemen. It's just no way around it. Tiffany Young. Hey, lady. Tiffany Young's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream with the icon next to your name. Hey, at Vanessa Comagate. Andreen Miller's now in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon as well, because only members with the icon can be in the chat room tonight. Hi, Eric and the SSN family. And because Andrew Miller is here, I can now say the official taglines also. SSN Academy, SSN University is in effect, ladies and gentlemen. What we're talking about here, notice we haven't talked about, we have a course to sell you. Notice we're not saying go buy something from us because we're talking about this. We give this information out for free, the No Guru Zone, ladies and gentlemen, because we want you to be successful. We want you to be able to use your hard-earned money to make money. We don't need you to send us money. We need you to pick a choice, make a choice, pick a place, pick an asset, make your passive income. Does no good to send me 5K, 10K. You could be using that to be buying some of these stocks that are on sale right now where there's blood in the streets. Some of this crypto right now while there's blood in the streets. Some real estate right now that you can put down money and have no credit check, no qualifying for. That's why it's the No Guru Zone. And thanks to Andrew Miller, SSN University, SSN Academy, SSN Nation, full effect. Wow. Can't get any closer to the beach than that. What are the prices? Are there a rental company on site? Yes. The Believe Resort, you can tie into their rental company as far as I know. As far as everything else, it's brand new. I don't know if there's a rental company already assigned like at Arco or anything like that, or like at your Rock. All I know is there is some sort of rental in place, but it's for the overflow of the Believe Resort. So I'm assuming since they have a luxury lobby that they're probably going to have on-site rental company. So it all depends on what you want to pay, 30%, 20%, or 40% probably. Who knows what it's going to be in that area. Okay, here we go. 25 minutes from Alto de Chavon. Look up Alto. It's beautiful. Next to Casa de Campo with all the rich and famous. Okay, well, I guess, I haven't even checked out Casa de Campo. I mean, I don't even know where that is. So I guess it's time that we do this. It's 1 hour and 52 minutes in. Please smash the like button. Alto de Chavon. I'm going to go find that first. Why not? Go find this first. Let me find out where this map is. Oh, is this where that famous church is? I don't know. I've seen that. I think I've seen that church picture before. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, doggone it. I wanted to do something earlier today and I blew it. Okay, so Altos de Chavon Amphitheater, Los Lagos, Casa de Campo. Okay, what's going on here? This is interesting. Okay, little slow Wi-Fi, but it's all right. Let's go find out where we're at. This is actually slow. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, there's La Romana too. Casa de Campo Resort and Villa. So this is around the area. La Romana, La Estancia Golf Club. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't see this Bajahibe. Where's that at? I don't see it. I see La Romana. Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Complex. Okay. Makes a little sense now. I don't see where. Okay. I don't know where I'm at on this map, but all right. We're going to have to do a little more research, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't know where it is. But all right. It looks like we're in the ballpark. There are a few all-inclusive resorts in Bajahibe. Bajahibe. I'm pretty sure I got it right. Bajahibe. All right. I'm pretty sure I got it right. Okay, the only prices I have, actually, I started looking through it. Oh, wait, a one bedroom, one bath, 62.5 square meters is $162,000. That is a garden view. One bedroom, one bath, pool view is $181,250. And these are 62.5 square meters, which is roughly 700 square feet. Now, a penthouse, two bedroom, two bath penthouse, garden view is $266,000. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I got to tell you something about this $266,000 penthouse. It's 95 square meters. It's 1,100 square feet. The beauty of this penthouse, the terrace upstairs is 95 square meters as well. So the terrace is 1,100 square feet. For $40,000 more, they'll build you 40 or 50. They'll build you a one bedroom up there. That'll still leave you 500 square feet. Well, 600 square feet. Crazy, crazy. And I thought I had one of the biggest terraces at around what, 78 square meters in one of my penthouse units. This is insane. It's 95, 1,100 square feet almost of terrace space, virgin territory to create your own. That is major. $266,000. That gives you a, is that a pool view or garden view? Let me see real quick. I lost it. Let's see. That is a, oh, one's a garden view and one's a pool view. The pool view is $275,500. Now, get this, even though on my list you missed it, so you guys are going to have to go watch that live stream earlier today. There was also a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath unit there. That is awesome. I was like, holy smokes, but it's out the price range. All right, here we go. They do huge concerts at Alta de Chavon. That's where they have the amphitheater. There are a bunch of restaurants and the view is beautiful. Next time you go to Punta Cana, take a trip to Alta de Chavon. It's about a 40-minute drive. Okay, so that is where that tourist attraction is that has the church. I think that's where the church is because I've seen that church in pictures before. So that's pretty cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, buckle up because we're not done yet. Hold on. It's 2 hours. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about so far, subscribe and click the all notification bell. All right. Now, again, stock market panic. Good. That means it gives us opportunities to buy when prices are on sale. Who isn't panicking? Us, SSN Nation, because you're here, you're learning why you should not panic. In fact, you should revel in the stock market going down. You should revel in the crypto going down, and you should revel when the housing market collapses because that gives OCs an opportunity to buy in. Imagine if home prices went 50% down. So no longer does the house cost $600,000, but it's $300,000. No longer is it $400,000, it's $200,000. No longer is it $150,000, it's $75,000. That would put it in the right price range. Right, they should be. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something that happened before. If you go watch my old videos, the first one's about 3 years ago. Again, I always allude to this location because this is where you can, I'm walking outside sometimes and I show you the neighborhood, and that's where you see homes that are, 3,500, 4,000. My house was over 4,000 square feet at the time. There's some houses 4,800 square feet, all of that you see in the background. Now, what I want to tell you is it's not so much about the house itself, but it's about when in 2008 and 2009 came, those homes that are worth $1 million were worth $450,000, $500,000 when the housing crash came. So therefore, I'm trying to let you know right now, even the houses that you think are off limits, upscale, they will drop also 50%. The thing though is when the economy is bad, most people say, well, I don't make 150 to 200,000 anymore, so I can't afford to buy that. And they raise the credit requirements. Probably this time it'll be 760 or up to get a jumbo loan. So I'm just letting you know, even OCs will be able to pick up high-end properties for cheap. It's going to happen again because they inflated the bubble. They never fixed anything from 2008, 2009. They just sugarcoated it and just went on about their business and sold derivatives all over the world once again. All right. So just keep that in mind. So therefore, no reason to panic on any front. That's why there's no reason to panic anytime, because in America, you always have opportunities. You just have to wait a few years if you live long enough, like I said, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's get into something else. I have another real estate project on tap. This one we have questions about because it's in Cap Cana. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know about Cap Cana, Punta Cana, I suggest you get your information because that's the upscale area. And this is going to be very, very interesting. I got the early info pack that I'm going to be able to share with you tonight. That's right. I'm going to actually do a video on this once I get more information. But this is in Cap Cana. And there's only 12 pages here. So there's not going to be much to talk about right now. But I just want to show you what we're dealing with. This is nothing more. You can see the gate. It's almost like just like a normal apartment complex in Cap Cana, right? Nothing really, really major. Not really. I can't read Spanish that well, but it's an exclusive zone they're talking about in Cap Cana. I'll show you the map. Here's the site plan. You see the pool. Everybody's going to have a pool, but this is more like a condominium project, right? You're going to have a pool, a fitness center, a lobby, a guardhouse, normal stuff. Nothing fancy. It's going to be levels 2 through 5. All right. So there's going to be 5 levels high, balconies that go out pretty long, covers 2 areas. This is a 1-bedroom. You can see on the screen. So again, nothing crazy. It's 60 square meters, which is 660. That's a nice size. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Again, against my rules, if you're going to get a 1-bedroom, you want to get a 1-bedroom with a half bath added, because then you can have people sleep in the living room and at least they can brush their teeth and use the bathroom without having to deal with coming into the bedroom area. But as you can see here, they built this unique to where it's almost like a Jack and Jill bathroom. So the person in the bedroom has access to the bathroom, and the person in the living room also has a separate access to the bathroom. I'd rather have a half bath for the people in the living room. We don't need this type of coming out of my bedroom and using the restroom kind of thing, even though there are 2 doors. But nonetheless, apartment B, this is a little bigger. This is a little better in my opinion. Notice that there's another bath over here. All right. So that's the configuration that you really want. And this is 67 square meters, which almost gets you to 700 square feet. Well, it does. It gets you over 700 square feet. And once again, I haven't mentioned certain things yet. Now this is their renderings. So it's just a simple apartment complex, but it's in Cap Cana. This is the exclusive territory, right? So just keep that in mind. Exclusive territories. And here's the social areas. How nice. It looks sweet. I don't know exactly where this is, but apparently they're showing some grill. I really can't say much. This just came out. This is the first brochure. But look at this. 1,000 to reserve, 15% down, but 45% during construction. and 40%. So you're putting 60% down, ladies and gentlemen, during the course of construction, and they're going to be done in a year. That's pretty aggressive. All right. Now, I'm going to give you this is what blew me away. All right. This is what blew me away because I'm going to have to show this. And let me see if I can actually show it. This is what blew me away for this. I'm going to show you this right here. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. That does say $114,000 in Capcana. That is major. In Capcana, 100 and again, that blew me away when I saw that. And I said, no, this can't be right. This cannot be right. And I do not have the pricing. But if you can get a one bedroom for $114,000 in Capcana, that's a gold mine. Even though that goes against the rules, 114 in Capcana is awesome. That's exclusive area. Even if you rent it at $150 a night, you're going to do good if you can spend $115,000. That is incredible opportunity for somebody. All right. Incredible. Wilson Koo is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where it's members only chat. He has the icon. That's why he's in the chat room. Good evening is his tagline. Mr. Bird and SSN family. 100% facts. I sell money. QuickEasyFunds.com is where you go to get this, man, because if you need funding for business, personal, any type of funding, international, you need to see Mr. Koo. You can always send me an email at Eric@StopStrugglingNow or support@StopStrugglingNow, and I will send his information to you to him, so you can talk to the man if you need funding, whether it's business, personal, real estate, doesn't matter. He can probably handle it. Even if you're outside of the country, check with this man. All right, sorry. Just busy working. Time got away from me. No worries, Wilson Koo. I know you're a busy man after the COVID situation. So I just want to say, welcome back to 100%. And now we're back to work. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to point out that Capcana property because that's one of the nicest areas in the Punta Cana area. And if you can get a one-bedroom condo for $115,000, $114,000, that's one hell of a deal. I don't even care if it's just a normal condo over there. The fact is you can rent at higher rental rates there. So if I can get something under $150,000 in Capcana, that's a win-win. All right. Well, we're about to wrap this up. It's 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. And I just finished all my most of my moving stuff yesterday, but we're going to continue going with that. All right. What you need to be careful with Capcana is the HOA. My understanding is that outside of the Capcana is around $2 per square meter. If it is, in fact, it's $113, they will go like yesterday. Exactly, Victor Morero. They're going to go like yesterday. Last time there was a one bedroom for $133K in Capcana. They sold out in 48 hours. That's when I first went over there last December. And I was thinking around December 1st when I found out about it. I was like, oh, I'll be there in like 3 weeks. I get over there and I find out where it is. And I was like, oh, my God, I blew that one. Oh, well, we'll find out, though. Evening at Curtis, Victor M, Vanessa K, Diesel, Mike, Miguel. That's right. Good evening. All right. Showing the love. Okay. We're going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why when the stock market goes down and there's blood in the streets and you're panicking, good. No time to panic. Just sit there and say, yes, yes. That means I'm going to be able to buy something on sale. And who isn't panicking? Us here in the SSN Nation, the SSN Academy, the SSN University, because we know what's going to happen. And therefore, just be patient, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you miss out on some deals, there's always a deal. That's the nature of assets. That's the nature of investing. All right. You just don't want to miss out on too many of the potential deals. That's all. We'll all be good. And before I let this go, Vanessa Comagate says, hey, money man. Okay. Now, with all that said, you know how we end this, because I came off slow on it. But with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.